All aboard!
Greetings, passengers. You're listening to Derailed. For your own safety, please avoid getting attached to any one topic, as the Derailed crew will most likely, as their name suggests, derail before you have your fill. When listening to Derailed, please keep your earbuds in and your speakers low, as we would rather not be responsible for anything we may say on this podcast. Pulling into the station now is Season 2, Episode 4. My name is Greg, and I will be your train conductor, and as always, I'm joined by Harry the engineer and Adash the train guy. How are you guys doing?
Why Adash's role is just getting rotated.
He gets fired a lot, and then he gets rehired to different train agencies.
Okay.
They're like, this shit ain't what you're meant to be. Go find something else to do. And he's like, let me go to another company and see if they'll hire me.
Wasn't there this story about this, 10-year-old who just, walked onto a train and just started driving it? And then he, went a whole entire cycle without anyone realizing there was a 10-year-old driving the train or something?
That's amazing.
I don't know.
Apparently he was, obsessed with train driving, and so he just walked onto a train and just started driving it, and no one even noticed because he was doing such a good job.
Yeah, I would know nothing about that. Certainly wouldn't know how to do it, or be the guy that did it or anything. So
I swear I heard a story about that. I'm probably getting a lot of the details wrong, but yeah. I think this was old time trains that actually needed some level of going and stuff. Because nowadays it's you don't even have to do anything. They just kind of do all of it by themselves, electronically. But I think back then you needed a little bit more control in terms of actually driving it.
India has one of the largest active railway systems in the world, and I'm pretty sure they're still manual. The train compartments and the engines are still 1950s old. They're fucking ancient. Some of the upgraded ones are a little nicer, but I think in general the actual infrastructure is very, very old. It's back from British times.
One day we'll have to learn about trains, since our podcast is named Derailed.
Oh yeah.
That can be a teachable moment in the future.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the intro segment. The one in charge of the segment this week is Harry. Go ahead, Harry.
All right, so I sent the links to there's 4 different posts from Reddit.
Okay.
2 of them are videos. One of the videos is mainly for an auditory reason.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that one I thought was actually pretty interesting, and also very eerie. It was pretty cool. So the first one is escaping pyroclastic flow from volcano in Guatemala. I don't really know what pyroclastic flow is. I'm getting
Pyroclastic flow.
Pyroclastic flow. That's just how lava moves. That's basically what pyroclastic flow is.
Oh, I'm pressing a whole bunch of buttons. That's not the right buttons. Whoops.
Pyroclastic flow is a dense, destructive mass of very hot ash, lava fragments, and gases ejected explosively from a volcano and typically flowing downslope at great speed. That is exactly what that looks like.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It just looks like a cloud.
Yeah. And then it's I think in the comments, some people were some of the people who stopped by to who weren't actually just running away from it. Some people who stopped
I just got
they got killed in it, and I'm just obviously it's you see this big ass cloud of ash and shit.
So to our audio listeners, right? What we're looking at is just a cloud of ash. Think nuclear mushroom cloud. That high. We're talking probably 50, 60 meters in the sky. It's a 200-foot smoke cloud, and it's just advancing. So
it's ballooning,
if
menacingly.
If you stop to admire that, you're a dumbass.
Yeah,
low key.
Well, there's people on the roads and stuff over the part where it's now covered that were just recording it and just watching it, and I guess they're just dead. Holy shit!
Just
bro, they're actually running. This looks like an action scene in a movie.
even the person in this car, they've stopped like 3 or 4 separate times just to get this recording. I'm like, bro, just go. Just
yeah.
It's not worth risking your life for.
Yeah, everyone was just like,
to
bro,
get this
just
cool
what the
shot.
fuck are you doing? Just go.
Yeah.
I thought like the video was very also like the fact that people just stopping recording was just incredibly dumb.
Insane.
The second one is something I thought was a little interesting. It was it's in r/what the fuck.
Wait, just to talk about this real quick, I just like I wonder how many people who stop just because they actually want to record it, or how many people are just like shocked. Because I know a lot of people have the reaction of like they can't actually move and like run because they're so shocked by what's happening.
I don't think I'd have this issue. If I saw a giant debris cloud going towards me, I'm finding the first car and I'm jumping on it. I'm like, yo.
I'd like to think that's what my reaction would be, but I wouldn't know because I haven't been thrust into any situations like this. But what I will say that it's like there are some people who just like gravitate to natural. You know those people who like chase tornadoes? That shit is crazy to me.
Yeah,
like I can't believe there are people that do that shit. Like literally like go after the tornadoes to get shots of it and stuff. And I'm like, you're insane. You're actually insane.
Oh yeah. The people who do that are actually just nutty.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's like the same vein of people who like climb like Mount Everest, like just mountains that are not meant to be climbed and are extremely dangerous and have a very high fatality rate. And they're just like, I kind of want to do it just because I can say I've done it. And I'm like, is it worth that? I mean, I guess it's the thrill, but I've never been someone who gets anything from thrill. That's why I don't like roller coasters that much. I enjoy them, but I'm not like addicted to them. Some people like they get that adrenaline and they're like, they can't stop. They have to keep going.
I mean, I get the adrenaline rush, but it's not addicting. Like I can stop.
Yeah. I don't really get an adrenaline rush. I'm just like, wow, we going fast.
On the Fury, I get an adrenaline rush. I'm like, whoo, this is it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell I don't get an adrenaline rush because the one picture I have of me on my first like big roller coaster, the Intimidator at Carowinds, that was like my first time going on a roller coaster, and it had to be the Intimidator because my friends were forcing me on
actually.
And the picture of me going down it, like I was like full of like fear as I was on that ride, and I don't like the drop feeling, and they take the picture on the drop. But if you look at the picture of me on the drop, it's not like Harry's picture where he's like you can see his soul lifting from his body like in anime. No, for me, it's like I was chilling. Like I didn't actually have my arms crossed, but that was the energy that my photo was off. Like my glasses like tint in the sun, so you can't see my eyes are closed. You just see like the sunglasses, and then just my expression is just like a smirk. And I'm just like, I don't know how I looked that calm. I was fucking going crazy.
Wait. You're telling me that photo of Harry was from the Intimidator?
No,
I don't know.
Okay.
No, I was just saying it's
that
like it's like my reaction.
Wait, the photo?
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, the one from Karen's was from the Woodstock Express. The other one's from the Jurassic Park one was from Universal. Just a straight drop.
Right. No, I hate that one too. But I typically enjoy the ones that don't have crazy drops. But it's just not even remotely the same level as people that I know really like roller coasters. And you can see the energy on them after they go through it, and they're just like, holy shit, like I'm energized. For me, I'm just like, yeah, that was fun.
That was actually me. The first time I went on the Intimidator, I was scared to death. I was like, I don't want to go on this thing at all, but I was essentially peer pressured into it. But then like after I did it, I was like, holy shit, that was actually really fun. If I didn't wait 2 hours in line, I'd do it again, but I'm not waiting.
See, I wasn't super peer pressured. My friends were pretty chill with like being like, oh, if you want to like hold our stuff, you can do that too. What ended up peer pressuring me was like 2 people in front of us in the line was a group of like 10-year-old girls, and I was like, all right, I can't whip out now. Like I gotta go now.
Harry wouldn't.
And they were so excited, like they were not even slightly worried, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll go.
Yeah, that's my sister. That's the reason I went, is because my sister was going, and I was like, well, I can't wimp out in front of my sister.
Yeah.
And then like the start of the ride, she was like super excited. I was like a nervous mess trying to act calm. End of the ride, I was like, whoo, that was fun. And I turn over, I look at my sister, and she's crying, and I'm like, this somehow makes it 10 times funnier and better.
All right, let's get to your second link. What am I looking at right now?
Yeah, so this is structural rot. It's actually fungi, mycelium growing from underside structure of a house. I guess this is like the.
Dash,
crawl
you're the
space.
resident visual thinker, so if you want to describe this one too. I don't know how to describe what I'm looking at.
So imagine looking at the foundation of this is difficult to describe. What is that at the top, Harry? Like the thing that's hanging off it, is it wood?
Yeah, that's wood. That's underside of a structure. So the stuff in between is probably insulation, and then the wood part is the actual structure.
Right. And hanging off the wood, we have just like, imagine stalagmites, but those are all just fungi instead.
If they were gooey as fuck. I saw this and I thought I was looking at like animal carcasses or something. Like it looks like a bunch of dead skin hung up on the posts.
It does look like a whale that's being hung up with like a bunch of dead skin just like dripping off it.
Yeah. So what happened here? Just like over time, this just happens?
Rots. Yeah. I think it was poorly insulated, and so moisture that built up eventually caused the fungi to form and stuff.
I do I scroll down on the post and it's a bunch of people like, what am I looking at? And I'm like, that's kind of what I'm wondering too.
Yeah, it's just the moisture, what climate.
Someone says, pretty sure it's delicious taffy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that looks like r/forbidden snacks.
The comments is really what makes Reddit, you know.
Harry would definitely eat one of those.
I don't know, honestly.
Well, if someone dared him, he would take a bite, I think.
I would probably take a bite, but not swallow.
Young Harry. I think I'd like to think older Harry is a little more cautious.
Yeah, no.
Another post is the underside of Ron Jeremy's mattress.
Oh my god.
He's the guy that did all the old porn ads.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
All right, and then the third one is the haunting ancient Celtic Carnix playing for an audience. This is the Roman soldiers were here when the Celtics have heard with it. So I don't know, Greg, if you want to add the audio, but
yeah, I'll add the audio.
I thought it was very I'll be like, damn, bro. If I was on the battlefield and I heard this shit, I'll be shitting myself.
The top comment does it pretty good justice. It's like, imagine hearing this on a particularly foggy night. Just chilling with your Legionnaire homies, reminiscing on the farm you grew up on. One soldier bragging about how good it would be to finally be a citizen. Then this sound.
This gets into the whole, and I totally understand why it works the way it works and why it's a thing, but it's just so weird to me. And I think the concept of it is so weird. Like if any other alien planet came to our planet, this would be one of the things that they're just like, what the fuck? What is this? What are these people on? What is going on? Is that music has been such an essential part of battle since the very beginning all the way until now. It's the bands and then that's always been a thing. There's always been essentially the movie score or soundtrack people just in the back just creating the soundtrack as the people are actually killing each other and dying and screaming in pain. And it's just meanwhile movie score going on in the background. It's such a weird concept to me. And I know it's about morality and stuff, or not morality.
Morality.
It's to motivate the soldiers and stuff because they feel a lot more heroic when there's actually heroic music playing.
Here I am fighting for my life. I've just seen my buddy from first grade just drop dead in front of me. But oh my god, as soon as I hear fucking Papaya play, I'm like, let's go. I'm energized.
See, when I'm listening to this sound, what I imagine is this is the fog and there's a hill and then there's nothing and all the soldiers are shivering because they're oh shit, what is that noise? And then suddenly out of the fog just emerges a whole line
army
of horse riders just from the fog, and they're oh shit, we're so fucked.
Someone put, that's not a musical instrument, that's a duck call for the elder gods.
That's facts.
I don't know if this is a musical instrument per se. This is this sounds like some sort of monster from a fucking kaiju movie or something.
So apparently it was Boudica raised the largest single army that the Roman Empire ever faced, comically outnumbering them on the battlefield. They lost, and they lost.
They lost by
well, it was the Romans.
Well, another thing, if I had $1 billion, I would definitely purchase this. And anytime I go to Harry's house, just
I would shoot you, Greg. I would shoot you.
I would also bring a bunch of subs with me, subwoofers, and then just like blast that shit so your whole house is vibrating as you're hearing this.
Oh, all right. And the last one is I thought slightly appropriate given our recent trip. It was on r/ask Reddit. What's that?
Is it the top post?
Yeah. What's your that's fucked up airport story?
Yeah.
So the first one was apparently a young teenager's breast popped out during a search in front of hundreds of people.
Oh no,
yeah, that's awkward.
And it was just like, damn, that's just fucked up. Another one was dude was sitting in the toilet in Chicago, and some dude who came in was on a call with his wife and just absolutely was ripping it while talking to her. One that's actually kind of
wait, Harry, you can't not say the dialogue line here.
he was going like, yeah, and the trip was all right. I was just sitting next to have a nice man that worked in construction and
oh my god, this reminds me of that, and we have told this story before, I'm pretty sure, in season 1, but this reminds me of that story at Chima's where Harry was in the restroom and texting us.
Yeah.
That will forever be my favorite like accidental comedic genius thing I've ever seen.
There's a dude in here. Just
pissing, straight pissing. It was the word for word. It was like, there's a dude in here straight pissing, and we were just like, okay, Harry, that's what people do in a bathroom.
Yeah, I was like,
and then the follow up.
Yeah. I was like, he's just straight up pissing like crazy, but he was like groaning and moaning.
Yeah, that was the second text, and then we all just burst out laughing because we were like, the first one out of context was just like, Harry, that's what you do.
I was like, Harry, what do you expect when you go into the bathroom? Dessert? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah, no, it was like for 30 seconds, bro was like peeing. He was like, oh.
God.
Yeah, I have heard one or two people like grunt in a bathroom before. It always is weird to me, but never for an extended period.
Yeah, no,
thank
like
God.
it was literally every couple seconds he groaned, and I was just like, yo, how good is this for you? Like, what are you doing? Like, is it that relieving for you? But yeah, no.
I think I was actually crying when that happened. I legitimately had tears in my eyes.
That day, everything was just so funny.
Oh, that was such a good day.
You can reminisce with us, parasocial listener.
All right. Well, that's neat.
Hey, look, an intro segment that's actually on time.
Let's go.
We didn't mention our airport story, right, on the podcast?
Yeah, I think we did.
I mean, long story short, just like everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, including our luggage just not arriving when it was supposed to. It arrived on the last day of the trip. They brought it. Well, your guys' came a day before that, but mine came literally the day before we left, and I was like, "Thanks, guys, real nice." I got all my clothes and stuff like the day before, and they even had like a 48-hour estimate that it would get here,
which was
from one day.
Totally full of shit.
It was just a lie. Yeah, it's like, damn.
I really wonder what they were doing with our luggage. Like, what the fuck was taking them so long?
Yeah, taking them so long. I don't know.
Like, it's not like there wasn't going to be a flight coming in during that way at any point in time, and even if it wasn't, they could definitely just have something probably work with a different airline to throw it on there to get it shipped over.
Right.
I really feel like there's definitely some workarounds with it, and it just literally took them like 4 days. Granted, Greg, you got some free clothes out of it, but it's like, I don't know if it was really worth. Honestly, I kind of wish we tested the limit of how much more stuff we could have gotten.
We probably were not even close to the limit.
Because it wasn't even just 1 or 2 days. It was the whole week just about. And
yeah, we heard about people who spent like the double the amount we spent on like 2 days before
for one person. Came. And this is for 3
us,
people.
Yeah, for us it was 3 people, and it was a week, and literally the day before we left. I was like, we probably could have gotten away with a lot there, and justified it. But I mean, that's not really who we are. But if it ever happens again,
we know.
Oh boy,
we'll
I'm
test
gonna be
the
ready.
limits of how much we can actually put on there. Because worst case happens, we just come home with a little extra stuff.
It's like, sir, why did you purchase this $50,000 diamond ring? And it's like, I had like 4 or 5 of them in the suitcase. Trust.
Well, it's supposed to be essential things. I don't know.
I was going to propose to my girlfriend this week, and I couldn't because of you, so I just bought another one. And now you're gonna pay for it. It's like 10 times the cost of the airplane ticket, or it's like several times the cost of the airplane ticket.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they didn't make any money off you, like, because you each pay what, like $200 something for the amount of like stuff that you just didn't get when you were supposed to, which means that they essentially made 0 profit on that entire flight because they're fucking stupid.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
See, like, we were in a situation where it did really suck, but it wasn't like the worst thing. Imagine if that was like an emergency, or if it was that actual situation where someone was going to propose and they brought their ring in the suitcase.
Yeah.
It's like, well, fuck you, I guess. Like, god damn.
Yeah, I guess actually you would have the ring in the suitcase because you can't carry.
I mean, in the situation that you put it in your suitcase. Yeah. Like, it could have been so much worse. So
oh yeah,
it was bad, but man. All right, well, let's proceed. Good job, Harry, on keeping your segment a segment. You're the first one to do it. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Well, I guess your first story wasn't too bad either. So just good job in general. All right, let's go to the main topic. Okay, we're now at the main topic. So, I kind of left this extremely general, and I did ask if we wanted to make this more specific, but we just ended up not doing that.
No.
But even I was having a lot more trouble with this than I normally do with creative topics, just because it's the whole thing with, like, when there's no limitations, it suddenly becomes so much harder to think of things, because you can't, like, be creative based off the limitations. You just have to think of something completely out of the blue.
Oh,
so it
at.
was interesting. Yeah, actually, not what I'm good at. So I like a lot of the time I like make these and then I sort of reread it before we start, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty funny. This one I reread and I was like, man, this is something. I don't know what this is. This is something that I wrote and that now exists, and unfortunately is also going to exist on the podcast now. But
yeah,
it's how it goes.
I was going to ask, would I be able to go first? Because this is actually a continuity with the Harry universe.
Sure, why not? Let me pull yours up.
So basically, there's other characters. Whatever is your, like, it's literally labeled Greg and a dash. Just read those parts, and anything in asterisks I will read, and I'll read basically everything that's not you guys. And some of the asterisks actually are what's it called? Are more kind of how like how to read.
Enunciate.
Yeah. So. Kind of take that into consideration.
So we are playing ourselves then, right?
Yeah, you guys are basically playing yourselves.
All right.
All right. Do you want to introduce this scene for us, Harry?
All right. First scene, you guys have left off in a maid cafe. We have Greg, Adash, and the maids, and the scene will begin.
So is this just what happens after last week's story?
Kind of.
Okay.
Right. Why did you spell wipe with an H? There's a lot of spelling mistakes that I'm ignoring, but the wipe is consistent.
All right. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to ask Harry, do you want us to read this like Harry script style, or did you want us to just like patch things together?
Do what you want.
Okay.
Whatever is more entertaining.
I'm reading this and I hate this. Anyway.
I'm just going to discover this as we go. I haven't read any of this. All right. Man, I am glad we got to kill that useless ass wipe of an angel.
Yeah. Only regret is that we didn't make him suffer more. Hearing his screams while being lit aflame was a little more arousing than normal. I
Why'd
mean
you roll the
entertaining.
R?
Is it two R's in a round?
Oh. Well, see, there's no autocorrect in Notepad, so I don't know what's right and wrong.
That just makes it better. Yeah, sure, whatever you say.
Can I get you, boy, something to drink?
Sure. Could I get a strawberry lemonade, extra hard on the straw?
And could I get a water extra hard on the ice? Emphasis on the hard.
Okay.
And the ice.
Sure, of course. Any appetizers or snacks while you're still deciding?
Give me your finest crabby boys. You know, the real crabby wabby ones. Okay. This is not something me would ever say, but I guess this version of me. The crazy crabby crabski, the crackly crabby abby tabby, the ones that make you go, ooh baby, give me that crab pussy.
Word.
I should have expected this, but this is just us making each other say stupid shit, isn't it?
That's why you're... I'll commit. Ooh, that's why you're my bussy boy.
You know I am.
Instead, C. Next C. While mildly uncomfortable.
No, while midly uncomfortable.
Alright, fuck off. While
I actually like midly as an adverb. It's like it's something that's like kind of mid.
Alright, fuck. While mildly uncomfortable to witness, that was just a dream that Dash and Greg were having. After agreeing not to fight Gary, they were put into a trance where they are now envisioning what they wanted to do, killing the fuck-ass angel and going to the maid cafe. Greg stops smiling and frowns.
Hold up. What'd you call me?
My bussy boy?
This is fake and you're gay.
How do you know?
I hate being called bussy boy. Why the fuck would I be smiling to that shit?
Greg looks over at Angel.
Well, it's time to act out of character and get out of here. Hey you, yeah, the fuck face. Eat shit, and by shit I mean a knuckle sandwich.
Greg starts punching Angel.
Okay. Greg, what the fuck are you on? Stop hurting the nice ing.
Greg disappears into a white smoke.
No, it says Gerg disappears into a white smoke.
Oh, God damn it!
I love that you... Wait, I love that you went ang. Because it's the word angel getting cut off,
Yeah.
so technically you should be getting cut off in the middle of ange.
Oh yeah. No, I don't know what. That's on me.
No, but I like that Harry didn't catch that either. I was like, yeah, that sounds right. But also I like to imagine that I'm just like beaten on Aang right now, like from Avatar The Last Airbender.
All right, damn it, I hate it when he's right. All right then, I love myself.
Adash proceeds to also disappear into a white smoke. Both of Greg and Adash waking up.
Never call me a bussy boy again.
Bussy boy.
That one's on me. I don't know what I expected.
Greg takes a look around.
Looks like we're still in this poorly lit room that looks like someone didn't do the right lighting calculations for.
The fuck you just say?
What? I just said this room looks like someone didn't look up the foot candle levels that are recommended by IEEE for a gather space, or in this case, a gathering hall. They could have done the lighting calculations on the incorrect elevation level, or the...
Okay, it's still fake. And you're gay now.
Adash punches his balls and disappears from
Wait,
the balls.
does he punch my balls or punch his own
Yeah,
balls?
whose balls
It
am
says
I
Adash
punching?
punches his balls.
Yeah, who's his?
Yeah,
Adash or me?
Wouldn't that mean that it would be Adash's?
No, in this context, it could be either. It's not specific.
Oh,
It
fuck.
could be
Well,
either,
Adash punches
yeah.
his own balls and disappears from the balls
That sounds about
outward
right.
in a white smoke.
Shit, I was hoping I
Oh, I
wouldn't
guess this
feel
next
that.
line clarifies that.
Yeah.
Wait, whack. See, I thought whack was onomatopoeia, so I was waiting for you to say something. Wait,
No. Greg then pulls his own hair and moans, disappearing into the white smoke.
I don't hold on. I gotta say, right, like Harry spells realized correctly like it's nothing, but he can't spell hoping correct. Like I don't understand. He did spell wouldn't correct. Okay. Anyway.
Wait, I spelled what incorrect?
Hoping.
Hoping.
Oh.
And wouldn't.
Okay, well, I don't know how to spell wooden. That's how I always put it.
It's just an N then an apostrophe T.
Whatever.
Yeah, you don't need the E in there. See, like, to be fair, wouldn't, like, if you didn't know about the apostrophe, like, that is how you would sound it out, more or less. Hopping, I don't know about that one.
All right. We're going to overlook that one because I was just...
I'm trying to keep track of all of the spelling mistakes, right, as we go, but I've missed so many, I'm already at 15.
Bro, what the fuck off? All right. Narrator. Having realized that they were in another trance, Greg and Dash managed to figure out an escape. Now they continue their adventure from a familiar setting. Greg is on top of Dash, trying to save him / end his life from Chuck-kun. When out of nowhere, where a figure on a cross appears from a boom tube-like flash. It's Jesus on his cross.
Wait, that's what the tube is? You spelled it as T.
Oh my god! No, that is the best spelling of tube I've ever seen in my life.
I was thinking it looked a little funny. That just looked like how tube was spelled. But I didn't feel like... Okay, I didn't feel like figuring out how to spell tube.
It's T-U-B-E.
Oh.
Harry spelled it T-O-O-B. That's T-U-B.
T-U-B-E.
Oh, T-U-B.
The E at the end. Yeah.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. Oh,
Boom tube.
That's why some people pronounce it like tube instead of tube.
Oh. See, now I just feel retarded.
It's okay.
It's not.
All right.
I'm more upset that you didn't capitalize Jesus. How dare you?
I stopped capitalizing things here and there. You'll notice. It's Jesus on his cross. He looks down at Chuck-kun and with his laser vision blows it up, causing no harm to Greg or Dash in the process.
Wait, Jesus has laser vision since when?
Exactly.
Isn't he technically
thought.
I don't. Don't ask me questions about Christian
he
lore, bro. I don't know.
God is his father.
So
It's his
I feel
daddy.
like laser vision is pretty light on that scale. Like he's already shown matter transmutation if he can turn. Anyway,
I just like to. Yeah, no, it's just like the legends of Jesus, like turns water to wine. Also, laser vision, amongst other things. Like you're just reading the Bible and it's like a bunch of like classical mythology type stories about his powers, and then also laser vision. It's like why did he use laser vision? When did he need to use that? And like, he didn't really use it that often. It was just cool.
he just had omega beams.
Yeah.
Gone.
Be gone, thought.
Fuck, I was so close. I mean, we're saved.
I'm still close. Rub me a little more, big fella.
Well, I guess this isn't fake, but you are gay.
Only for you. Wink, wink.
I should have let you died. Oh well.
Died. I should have let you die.
Oh well, fuck. Well, what's done is done. Instead, you shall now begin your new adventure. Jesus looks up into the sky and aims his hands toward the sky. Even though his hands are still nailed to the cross, it looks like he's calling down something from above. Father, Daddy, please fuck these boys a new one.
What? That's not how I imagined the prayers went.
Another boom tube.
Hold back to yes.
Okay. Another boom tube like explosion takes Greg and Dash away.
Harry, can I get a sound clip of you just going boom tube so I can just use that as the sound effect?
Boom tube.
Perfect.
Nice. I'm gonna add like a shit ton of reverb on that.
Goodbye now, and may God be on your side, or may your deaths be swift and painless. Jesus fades away, hitting the meanest T-pose of the century.
The century? Bro's been hitting the meanest T-pose of the millennia.
He is the originator of the T-pose.
Actually, 2 millennia now. Jesus is undefeated on the T-pose.
All right, next scene. For those who remember from our previous podcast, Greg and Dash's adventures led them to be taken to a crusade. Here's how that adventure went. Greg and Dash emerged on top of a castle. The atmosphere is medieval and old, however the battle taking place is otherwise. Lasers and flashes of light spray the battlefield. Screams of the wounded and dying cover the area as large machines fly over and march the battlefield. Honestly, this looks like Sun Battles X the Holy Crusades. A transparent with a blue sheen of light covers over the castle, absorbing any lasers making impact. Greg and Dash are stunned, but are soon taken out of their trance. Hey you, fuckheads! Stop looking around and get ready to charge out there.
What? Why would we go out? Isn't it safer in here?
And Dash, realizing the situation, begins to get excited.
While it is safe in here, the ray shield can only absorb so much before it overheads and fails. They
Okay,
need to
that's supposed
charge.
overheats.
Okay, they need to charge out to fight the enemy outside the shield since they can't do anything from the inside.
Yeah, smartass, you and your blinding bright fuck ass is going out there. Hurry the fuck up and let's go. Grab your weapons and get into formation. The soldier runs off, yelling at others as he did to Greg and Adash.
Great. Good thing I know where the weapons are.
Greg waves his hand slowly back and forth, annoying, and asks,
Where do we get the weapons and shit?
The armory is down the stairs and to your left. Adash stretches his hands out toward a box, trying to imagine an outward force lifting it. The box starts to shake slowly and rises. Adash, in shock, joyfully throws his hands up in the air and sends a box to the sky.
Yes, let's go! We got the force!
Oh shit, really?
Somehow this is stupider the more we read.
I love that reaction to someone
really?
just gaining powers. Damn.
Drake tries to make some armor and weapons move around a soldier walking by. This startles a soldier as he does not know.
Excuse me, you have misidentified this particular soldier. This one is not a soldier. This one is a spoiler.
Okay, fuck off. This startles the soldier as he does not know what's going on, as his equipment shuffles strangely. Scared, he starts running and jumps off the ramparts, landing with a loud thud.
Oh shit. Let's go get these weapons. So does that mean I also have the force?
Greg,
Yeah.
he spelled equipment, shuffles, ramparts, everything perfectly, but he spelled weapons without the A. I'm so confused. What is your English?
No, Harry's spelling issues aren't consistent. It's a random number generator. Just every certain amount of words he has to spell one wrong, even if he knows how to spell it
I
correctly.
actually spelled weapons correctly previously.
I know, I don't understand.
So it is a random number generator.
I think I just mistyped it and then just didn't catch it and kept going.
Greg, repeat the last part. We'll start from there.
Oh shit. Let's go get those weapons.
Say less, big feller.
Greg and Adash go off to the armory, looking around as they see blasters of all kinds and munitions hanging around. There is one box, however, cluttered with saber-like handles that are untouched.
Oh, hell yeah. Are these laser swords?
Adash picks one up, reading the label on the box.
Out of commission, unusable. God damn it. Why can't I have anything good in life?
As he pouts, his hand shifts on the sword and presses the button, unsheathing the laser sword from its handle.
What the fuck? Out of commission, my ass.
A random figure in the corner of the room speaks.
Oh my god, you can just do that on command?
Those dang things don't work for anyone. The button don't do shit.
What the fuck?
You must have some magical touch, boy. The soldier then leans over and falls to the floor, passing out.
Oh shit, this is cool.
Greg, you sound like such a virgin.
I was trying to imagine what Greg would say in these moments, and I was like, honestly,
No,
like-
you're accurate. It's just
This is me in this situation if I was also like talking to you guys over Discord and I was also doing something else on my second monitor, so I was like half paying attention and I was like, oh yeah, nice. Just like half reacting to what's going on.
Both boys grab some armor, swords, and whatever else they can fit in their backpacks and leave the armory. They head out to the crowd that is lined up and getting ready to charge out of the castle, nervous but excited.
Hold up. Why are we fighting this? We don't even know these people, and Jesus, of all people, sent us here. Are we fighting for Jesus or against Jesus? Either way, I'm not about to risk my life for some bullshit.
Wait, you have a point. What is going on exactly? And why do we have the force now?
Let's hope this works.
Wait, what are you doing? Stop.
Greg sticks his mighty sword into Adash, penetrating him. Adash feels the warmth of Greg's sword entering him. The throbbing member fills his insides, sending him into another mist of white smoke.
God damn it. Well, I'm glad I wasn't wrong.
Greg proceeds to hit a dab, setting himself into smoke. Greg and Adash come back to life, looking around and recognize a familiar area.
God damn it, fucking bitch ass hoe.
Fuck, it's you. God, go kill yourself. End your life already, you useless piece of shit.
Greg and Adash's surroundings are of a certain pier for a floating ship up in the clouds, a certain pier that they met the evil being. Before they met the evil being. a certain period where a certain angel started to fart and shit himself. I'm back, bitches. You miss me?
Wait, so is this your flashpoint? Is that what just happened?
See,
did we just reset the Harry cinematic universe?
I was going to continue the whole battle with the Star Wars shit, but I was like, this is going to take way too long, and I'm already like a good amount past 1,000 characters, and I was like, I don't want this to be too long, so I was like, here, let me flashbang the fuck out of this shit.
Yeah, well, I guess we've reset the timeline and we are now back. So I can't wait for the next D&D episode where Harry takes us through the exact same story again. Oh, man.
Yeah, I wrote the first part and I was like, you guys are gonna hate this shit. It's so uncomfortable.
I am struggling to keep the continuity of what's going on in my head, which, to be fair, is fairly accurate to how most cinematic universes work. But well, very nice, Adash, and very nice us. We're great at acting as ourselves.
Wait, what? Oh.
All right.
Do you want to go next, or do you want me to go next? Mine's also stupid. So
mine's not any better. I can go next.
Okay, great. We get to save the fucking dumbest for last, I guess. All right. Do you want to set up your scene?
Yeah. So you guys can see who you're playing. Harry, I gave you the characters that have less lines. So even though you are playing two characters,
is that pronounced Jeffrey or Geoffrey?
Joffrey.
Okay.
You should end up with roughly the same amount of lines as us.
I'm Casper.
Yeah. All right. So context: the Tectonic Hotel, located in downtown Vancouver on the oceanfront, is set to host a gala for 500 people in its ballroom in the next few days. Casper is a supervisor tasked with ensuring the event runs smoothly. Randall is in charge of setting up the various furniture and equipment in the ballroom, while Joffrey is the banquet head in charge of the various service employees.
Wait, is this a fanfic about your workplace?
This is the unearthed radio conversation between them as they get ready for the big event, blissfully unaware of the calamity that awaited them.
Is this one of those based on a true stories?
No.
Okay. As Casper, am I a guy or a girl? I'm guessing a guy. Okay.
All right. So, I added this part in for you guys, but actually I realized all of this happens as radio conversation, so muffle your voice accordingly. All right.
How does that work?
All right. Tango 87 to Tango 5.
He did not muffle his voice at all.
Go ahead.
Okay, we're going that far. Hey, so the plans indicate we need 6 stages, but we have 8 prepped here.
10-4, I'll check the plans and get back to you. It's possible that just a miscalculation on my part.
10-4, I guess I'll just start setting up a new few for now.
10-4, that'll be good. So have you finished up dressing the tables for the VIP area?
10-4, I have someone working on that right now. Grunt 1, did you copy?
10-4, I'm almost done. Just give me a few minutes.
10-4.
10-4, that 10-4.
Is it really necessary to 10-4 every question and answer?
10-4.
10-4. It's in the rules.
This is Beta 3 to Tango 1.
Go for Tango 1.
Hey, so one of our employees got tired of folding napkins after her 300th one and is starting to jump out into the ocean. Can you guys help with that?
10-4. I have Special Forces training, so I'll see what I can do.
Negative on that, Randall. I just got confirmation that you only need 6 stages, and there are more important things than that girl's life, so disregard her.
10-4. It looks like you're on your own, Jeff.
10-4. I'll try to negotiate with her.
10-4.
10-4.
This is so stupid. Adash, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say, before we started, I was just like glimpsing at the script, and I was like, "Why is there a bunch of numbers on every single line?" I see now. Shall we continue?
This is what goes happens at your workplace.
I just get so bored.
It is?
No, it's just the fact that they 10-4 everything.
They actually do?
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck?
It's not this bad, but like
I guess it's like walkie code. Like you have to say that to acknowledge.
I know, small derail, but when I did work in the warehouse, we did have like walkie code, but ours was just just say, "Do you copy?" And you just like copy.
Yeah, copy. Yeah,
and it just that was all. No one went 10-4.
And the tango, the tango is like each different division in my workplace has their own like section. Like setup crew is all Limas, and you get a number. So I'm Lima 49, and then like a different one is like Lima 6 or Lima 6 or Lima 8, for example. So if I want to page somebody, I call them by their number.
That's cool, I guess, but at the same time, that seems so sweaty.
Yeah, exactly. I was always like, why do you need to
for a setup crew?
Yeah, it's not just that though, because there's a bunch of people. So it's like you have Delta for I think event management. You have Whiskey for banquet. You have X-ray for the electricians.
What the fuck?
I feel like it would just be easy
Bravo
to just know
for the power
names.
mechanics. You have
just have like acronyms for like the section that it is, so it actually makes sense.
The names,
yeah.
I said the same thing, but then I was like, we actually have 2 Laurens at our workplace, so.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, then you go by last name.
Definitely don't take my word for this, but I'm pretty sure like in this is also not the official name for it, but in walkie code, like in the original way it was designed, I think the whole point is you're trying to get across as much communication as possible in a short period of time. So part of it is like trying not to have a dialogue and just get all the information across in like 2 or 3 lines of dialogue, which is why they have all those extra codes for like numbers and stuff, because it's like you only need to say it once.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't normally have people going like 10-4, 10-4, 10-4, 10-4 all the time, because they usually are done with the conversation after that like 2 or 3 exchanges. But yeah, I guess let's keep going.
All right.
Tango 49 to Tango 87.
Go ahead.
Did you feel that giant tremor just now?
10-4, I'm trying to escape the storage room right now. Everything looks like it's ready to fall.
10-4, the power is out in the office.
10-4, well, what's that? Was that an ass crack?
10-4. Oh, sorry.
10-4, I still have data on my phone, and it looks like news sources are saying it was a 9.7 earthquake.
10-4, but that can't be right. If it was, then the building wouldn't be holding right now.
10-4, unless the source of the earthquake wasn't in the city but the ocean.
10-4, it looks like the blast hit 50 miles east of land. There will probably be a 50-meter tsunami that makes land in a few minutes.
Why are you slowly turning into Bane?
10-4, I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright.
We're all going to die, aren't we?
10-4?
10-4.
Hey, Casper, since we're going to die anyway, I have something to confess.
10-4, go ahead.
10-4, I may have fucked your wife.
10-4, wait, what?
10-4, you remember that day we worked that one shift and you ate the last cookie in the break room?
10-4?
10-4, yeah, I was looking forward to that cookie, so I was pretty hurt by that.
So you fucked my wife?
He's not the only one, actually.
Excuse me? What the fuck?
Honestly, I can see why you kept her around.
10-4.
10-4.
You idiots realize I was pranking you about the earthquake, right? It was just a minor ground tremor. If it was a 9.7 earthquake, you would have fucking felt it, dumbass. There isn't a tsunami.
We're all fired, aren't we?
10-4.
10-fucking-4. All right.
What the fuck?
That was so I'm guessing not based on a true story then.
Yeah. But God, I wish.
But I do like to imagine this is the sort of situation you're like imagining as you're working and just bored out of your mind. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Let's get to my play then. So the name of my play is called The Most Skilled Interrogators in Town. Dash is playing Officer Brown. I'm playing Officer Keeley, and Harry is playing a man named Tim Worf and a man named Johnson.
Why do I keep getting two people? Or every single one I'm playing.
Make sure you do two very distinct voices for both.
Make sure. Is Tim Worf?
I will say Tim Worf is the main one. Johnson only comes in at the end for like a few seconds, so he's the one that. So maybe don't do a voice that's going to strain you.
I like that I'm brown.
Yeah, that was not on purpose.
Uh-huh.
All right, so the way that we're going to do this is I will read the italics, which is like the stuff that's happening that we aren't saying, but some of the italics like describe like people making sounds. So if it describes you making sounds, go ahead and just make those sounds or do what is happening there. Okay, to set the scene. Two officers are standing outside of an interrogation room, shrouded in shadow. They are both turned toward the inside of the room, which can be seen through one-way glass. There's a scrawny, dirty, blonde-haired man wearing a prisoner's uniform and handcuffs. The two officers are named Brown and Keeley. They each have a cup of coffee in hand and papers in the other.
Should be an open and shut case. We've got enough evidence to get this guy sent away for a long time.
This is the craziest case I've ever worked on. Did you see the crime scene? Gonna be burned in my memory for weeks.
God, no. I've read the reports.
Both officers pause and look at the man inside the interrogation room.
Look at him. Doesn't look the slightest bit concerned at all. No remorse whatsoever.
Stone cold. Probably not his first time. Probably won't be his last.
Well, if we can get a confession out of him, we might be able to keep him locked up for a while at least. You remember the strategies?
Yeah, we're doing bad cop, worst cop first, right?
Right. Let's go then, before he gets too comfortable.
The officers put down their coffees and enter the room. The man inside looks up at them with a slight hint of a smirk on his face. The officers maintain eye contact and a neutral expression as they sit down across from him.
Mr. Worf, I'm Officer Brown, and this is Officer Keeley. We just want to ask you a few questions about an incident that occurred earlier today. Is that okay?
Yeah, whatever.
Before we start, I'm just going to read you your rights. You have the right to remain silent. If you do say anything, it can be used against you. Do you understand the rights I have read to you? I just need a yes or no.
Yeah, whatever.
Great. So, Mr. Worf, do you know why you're here today?
No, I don't.
Keeley slams his hands on the desk. Oh, that's me. Don't play games with us, Timothy. We all know what you did. Worf recoils and is breathing heavily, but maintains an aggressive tone.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna... Keeley reaches forward as if to grab Worf.
Wait.
Brown catches his arm and stops him.
Worf, my buddy, my pal, my main man. Don't be like that.
Uncomfortable pause as Worf says nothing and just glares at him. Brown slaps him.
You motherfucker. You don't fucking ignore me.
Brown slaps him again.
Ow! What the heck? Stop it!
Brown slaps him again.
You can't do this to me. You're not allowed to do this to me.
Brown slaps him again.
Stop! Fine. I'll tell you what happened.
Good. Slap him again one more time for good measure, though.
No!
Good idea.
Worf starts crying.
What's wrong with you?
Brown raises his hand threateningly.
Okay. I'm telling you, I didn't say anything. I was just walking along and then you guys ran by and grabbed me. You got the wrong guy.
Bullshit. We already have evidence that you were involved. Just admit it already. Worf doesn't say anything but continues to pant heavily.
This isn't working. Come on, Keeley. We'll come back when the scum is ready to talk.
The two leave the room. All right, so what's next?
Well, we just moved to the next strategy.
All right, let's get in disguise. Keeley changes his clothing and applies a fake beard and mustache. Brown just covers his face with a bandana.
You ready?
Ready as I'll ever be. Keeley slams open the door to the interrogation room, frantically breathing and running towards Worf. Worf recoils in shock when suddenly Brown steps into the doorway with his gun pointed at Keeley. He shoots, and Worf screams as Keeley's body flies over the interrogation desk and lands next to him on the ground. Brown exits the room and closes the door. A strange, otherworldly sound plays, and then everything becomes silent. Keeley groans and with great effort turns toward Worf. Kid, talk to me.
What just happened?
Kid, I'm you from the future.
What?
It's true. I came back in time to tell you. You need to confess. I didn't confess when I had the chance, and it ruined our life, kid. You've got to tell them the truth.
You don't look anything like me.
Exactly. 60 years in prison will do that to you. Just promise me you'll change things, kid. Worf speaks hesitantly.
I will. I promise.
I'm gonna die now. Dying noises. Brown, now unmasked, opens the door and sits down in front of Worf.
What the hell? Who's that?
That's me from the future.
Oh, I see. So you're ready to speak up?
Yes. I didn't do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Damn it, Timothy. Just confess already, man.
No!
Brown grumbles and then drags Keely's limp body out of the room. Damn it, I really thought that was gonna work.
He totally bought it, but he still won't crack. That's it. We have to move to Plan C.
I thought we weren't allowed to do Plan C anymore. Not after last time.
We're gonna keep this one off the books. Got it?
But my morals!
Fuck your morals. If we don't get this guy to confess, his sentence may be less harsh than it could be. Can you imagine that?
I don't want to. What I saw before, nobody capable of that should be allowed to see the light of day.
Damn right, Keely. Let's go. Turn all the cameras off.
The two enter the room one last time. Worf seems shaken by previous events, but still has some stubbornness and irritability written on his face.
What now?
You're grounded.
So what?
And we're taking away your Xbox and phone.
No! Okay, fine. I'll tell the truth.
Say it, Timothy.
Just spit it out already!
I did it. I pooped on the floor in the bathroom.
Yes! We got it!
Fuck yeah! We knew it was you, Timmy. We knew all along.
Yeah, we got you, poopy pants.
How'd you get it on the walls?
You're already 10 years old, Timmy. I can't believe you pooped on the floor.
Imagine being 10 years old and pooping on the floor.
He doesn't have to imagine it. That's literally him.
You're forever going to be known as the pooped on the floor guy. How does that feel, Timmy?
Yeah, how does it feel, Timmy?
Just leave me alone.
All right, let's go, Keely. We got our confession.
Have fun being suspended, poopy pants. Brown and Keely snicker as they leave the room. The principal is waiting for them there.
So, did he admit it?
Yes, sir. He admitted it.
And you got the recording of it so we can show it to his parents?
Brown and Keely fall silent. The principal sighs and peeks his head into the interrogation room.
Timmy, yeah, you can go back to class now.
Timmy goes back to class and escapes his crimes. He later grows up to become the President of the United States. Brown and Keely later got married and had several children. The end.
What?
Nice. That was stupid.
That was so dumb. Yo,
Like I said.
Zach, what the fuck? That was entertaining to do, though, I must say. I did enjoy voice acting that.
Yeah, no, the premise of this, it kind of evolved, because originally I was just going to try to do, like, an interrogation scene, but, like, the interrogators are just doing the stupidest, like, craziest strategies. Yeah, and that's what it became, is that I was like, okay, what if the person they're interrogating, what if they're actually at, like, an elementary school, and then some kid pooped on the ground, and they're trying to get him to admit it, and that's why they're interrogating him. And they're just, like, way overboard with it. Yeah, well, this kind of, I guess, went exactly how I imagined it would in a lot of ways.
The dumbest shit ever.
In some ways that I definitely didn't expect it to go.
10-4.
Also, like as I was voice acting Keely, I started to realize I started with a different voice than I did as your character, Dash. But at the end, I just became the exact same character that I was doing before. And I was like, shit, I forgot how to. That's something because like I used to be somewhat interested in voice acting just because it was something I thought that was really cool. And like my problem was that I never like remembered how to do a voice that I created. So I would do a voice and then later I'd be like, what was that voice that I did?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how voice actors are so consistent. I guess it's like, I don't know. They probably have like a lot of actual techniques and then they just decide which techniques to use and that's how they remember which voice it is. But yeah, no, for me, I was always just like, I do a voice and I'm like, oh shit, that's actually a voice that didn't sound too much like me. And then I try to do it again a few hours later and I'm like, I don't have a fucking clue how I did it last time. All right. Well, any other comments about the plays?
No, we can move on to the outro.
All right, let's go to the outro. All right. Well, it is Dash's turn to choose the topic, or to give us topics to choose from. So, go ahead and give us those topics.
Oh shit, that me. Okay, so your topic choices
so
are
stupid.
well, the old one that's still on the table. Wait, no, we did this one. Okay.
It had to happen eventually. This is actually just a side tangent. This is actually a bit that's done, not a bit really, but something that is a very running bit on the Distractable podcast. Is that Bob once made one of the topics one that he'd actually done before, or that they had done before, and they didn't realize it until like the end of the podcast. And it's so funny because they're all just like, holy shit. Bob is like so mad. He's like, why did no one tell me that we did the exact same topic again? And then it happened like 2 more times after that. So now it's just a running bit that Bob is the guy who just like repeats topics over and over again and never remembers which ones they've done before. I was like, one day we're going to do that by accident. We're going to do a topic and then be like, wait, we did this in season 1. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I guess I have 2 choices then. So the fuck's sake, I can't believe I forgot we did that last season. I was like, oh yeah, we haven't done it this season. So
wait, which one was it?
Pet peeves.
Oh, yes, I do remember pet peeves.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So my first one is it's reviews for products, but the way it works is I'm gonna make up a bunch of fake products, and then I'm gonna give you guys those products to review them. Like you write like a Amazon review for them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then the second one is you guys we each get one of the others and we write a story about them as crazy as you want it to be.
So fanfic based on that person's life. Yeah. That's always like that's always going to be a pretty decent episode.
Yeah.
That's like the safe option. I like both of these. If we did do the shopping one, we'd probably have to develop it in a way that we'd be able to make it a little longer than just like one review per product. I mean, I guess it depends on how many products you create, but
yeah. I'd want to do the product one, but yeah, I guess it would be shorter unless I made a lot of products.
If we incorporate a guessing game into the products, where it's like we would write the products and submit them, but then it's only 2 of us, so it's like, oh,
yeah, it doesn't.
Ash would have to throw some of his own in there to make it seem a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. What if we did it so, okay, we could all make up our own products, but you don't tell the other people, you read out your, so like say each of us does 3 product reviews, but we don't say what we're reviewing for, and then the other.
So are these real products?
What was the other one again?
You can make them up.
Products?
Fanfic about one of the other cast members' lives.
No,
like you can just make
no more stories. Holy shit.
We have been on a streak with those, so yeah. Maybe
yeah,
we do
no,
the
to be
product
fair,
reviews.
I wanted to do one like story-based one, another this one, and then another was supposed to be just a general discussion episode, but my
Yeah.
discussion episode
Please.
got ruined because I'm a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, well, I think the product review one sounds fun, so
Yeah.
I guess we can do that one.
Okay.
So the rules that you said at the end then, right? So 3 product reviews per person, they can be made up, and then we're all just trying to guess what each other's product reviews are for.
Or product, yeah. What the product is.
What product it's for. Yeah.
Yep.
What I might do, and we can maybe we can make this a consistent thing. What I might do for this is like do a 1-star review and a 5-star review for each product, so it gives you a
Yeah.
little bit more information. So like one of them might, so that way you can sort of pinpoint based off.
Wait, so
2
we're not
points,
doing
so.
made up products anymore? Are we just gonna find?
No, you
out
can't.
from-
You can't.
No, we are. So it might be ridiculously difficult, but I think that's okay.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
some of the
Okay.
fun is guessing the wild products that we've created
Yeah,
and just
exactly.
being like,
Y-
what?
You're unlikely to win this, but the point is just to see.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let us do that, and then we don't have to spin for the wheel because I'm doing news stories. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, and I am going to bring this to you guys because I was thinking about this, and I was thinking maybe a good way we can do this just so that we don't have repeats too often is that we can make it so that after today it should reset to 5, but maybe we just have our own personal wheels from now on, and we all have 4, and it's the one that's excluded is the one we haven't done, and then we
Okay.
keep doing that until we've all done each one, which should take us to episode 15, right? Because there's 5 topics and 3 of us. So what I was thinking is we can make it so we now have 30 episode seasons, and it'll just be 2 cycles of that.
Okay.
Because I
Works
was
for me.
thinking last season, like 20 is a little short, because then we get done with like 2.5 seasons every year, which is kind of a lot. So I was like, maybe we make it so that it's only like 1.7 or 8 like seasons per year instead of 2.5. By having 30 episodes, and then we just divide it into the 15 and 15. You know, is that a chill, Harry?
I'm fine with whatever.
Okay.
I like this idea.
You just didn't say
It's-
anything, so I wasn't sure if you were like, this is the dumbest idea I've ever heard, or something. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess that'll be our plan for now, subject to possible change in the future if we think of anything. All right, cool. Well, let's head to the outro. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today on Derailed. We run the same day and time every week, 12 o'clock a.m. Eastern on Fridays. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/@thederailedpodcast, and as Derailed on Spotify, still not Google Podcasts, we'll be there one day, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you go to get your podcasts. Thank you all for accompanying us on this journey, and we hope to see you again next week. Bye-bye.
Peace.